Hello. There's a clarity of mind that I search in keeping. And whenever am out of it and I don't have this clarity, I kind of see the clarity as uh, an on state, and my brain is just off. But I don't have the, I guess, mind to get back into that clarity. And there's a lot of things that will stop you from achieving a clear mind. You have a little black box in your pocket at all times of the day that continually breaks your focus or your clarity. And there's also just, the occasional change of mood, depending on the weather or your sociality. And in such cases where you're you're not at that level of being able to think clearly and being able to come up with new ideas, or to honestly just have the clarity to observe like what's going on around you. Sometimes you get so wrapped up in your own head and you can't really escape from the inner machinations of your mind. Whether you're like repeating sets of thoughts, whether they be like worrisome or anxiety, or like sometimes it's truly you just have a song stuck in your head and that kind of breaks away from feeling clear. And there's a lot of perks that come with the clarity, and one of them that I specifically really enjoy, and this may be a little difficult to describe, but it's something like it comes with awareness, and that awareness of just, the things going on around you, the things going on in your head, that gives me a ease of doing difficult things. So whenever I'm like clear of mind and I want to take a cold shower just to reset my brain hole, it's a lot easier to get that going than whenever I feel like dissociated or out of it. Whether you're just not thinking at all and it's cloudy, or if you're thinking too much and it's all jumbled up. And sometimes, honestly, I can get back into the sense of clarity by just taking a moment and sitting in it and realizing like I am kind of just feeling like a husk. Not really anything going on. Or like, especially whenever you're just like, sitting there dissociating, not really thinking of anything. That is the time to like get that neuron connection to be like, oh, let's reassociate, I guess, and come back to a sense of awareness. And I don't know why the brain tends to dissociate sometimes, or like what causes that. Whether it's just like, maybe you have a lot of things you need to do ahead of you, and your brain doesn't want to think about all those things. So it does it subconsciously, but it kind of just leaves you a husk. Or you're in an environment that is like not it's causing cognitive dissonance. You're in an environment that causes a cognitive dissonance where you're supposed to or you're used to doing this one thing in this environment, but then something else or not that thing is happening in that environment. And like you lose your feng shui, your sense of movement and how things should be and structure. Your sense of structure, you lose that. And then your brain just doesn't know what to do and turns off. So, I guess my lesson here is to spend more time in that mental clarity and have a couple of redundancies for whenever you're probably not going to be the clearest of mind. Like for me, in the mornings, I used to wake up and just like and be on. And the reason for that is that whenever I have a place to be at a certain time, that makes my brain go just like on, and then I do all the things I need to do because I have a very strong sense of needing to be on time. Like I don't want to be late. That's a big shtick in my mind, I guess. So if I start putting like things that I like places I need to be at certain times in the mornings whenever I wake up, that registers in my brain, so I'm not just a lifeless husk for most of the morning. And that and food, and I'm good, and I'm living. So it's finding those little habits that you can keep up in order to get your brain going. Some people, it's coffee, and I'm sure that has like, multiple effects of just like the placebo, I guess, or maybe the familiarity of like, ooh, coffee, energized, or, just like on in general. That you get that clarity. And then also like the caffeine of it will do that as well. And so it's a little double action. And that gets people like associating coffee with clarity. Then your brain automatically kind of goes through that process without even having to drink the coffee. Just making your coffee in the morning sets up a trigger and a cycle to wake up, pretty much. I guess that's a good way to put it, is that it's like being awake versus groggy, and whenever you're groggy, you're not really, you're out of it. You're not with it. But when you're awake, you are with it. What it is, that is it, is, I don't know, like reality. And that's what I strive to do more of, because it's useful to me. I get things done whenever I'm awake, and being awake, personally, feels a lot better than being groggy, or off, or how many other ways that I've already put it. Anyways, toodles.